Hi, this is Ferris J, the Thought Gardener, and today I want to share a wonderful bit of advice with you that I got yesterday, and that is to be a happy loser. So when things don't go how you want, to take it well, to learn from it, to see it as a challenge to move forward in greater ways. And this wonderful piece of advice was shared with me yesterday by the wonderful Steve Wells on an online EFT tapping call. And he said that the best salespeople are happy losers, that the best people on the sales team are the ones that rise to the challenge. They don't take rejection personally, they rise up to the next time, they learn from it, and it actually motivates them. So that's the question I was asking myself yesterday was, can I be a happy loser? When things don't go how I'd like, can I not take it personally, and can I be okay with it and move forward? And it's a great question to ask yourself for any area of your life. Say that you applied for a job and you didn't get it, or you've been asking people on dates and they've not said yes. Do you take it personally? Do you make it mean something? And I know when people really follow the law of attraction, and this can be me included, when they visualize what they'd like and then they set that expectation of it being exactly that way. And if it doesn't work out exactly how they'd planned it, they can get disappointed or disillusioned or start wondering what they're doing wrong. They start making it personal. And I know I've done that in a slight way, and I'll share that on the call I was actually a volunteer for some tapping for Steve, and it was about putting myself out there actually in my business. I've started doing Facebook Lives and for my pet work, and whilst I really enjoy them, sometimes there are times when people aren't showing up, and I know that they get to listen again afterwards. But it can be quite a challenge when you're sitting there and you're kind of talking to nobody, and it can bring up these sorts of situations. When we stretch ourselves and stretch our comfort zone, these situations can bring up our inner nervousness or inner fear, those little critical voices that are going, oh, what are you doing? Nobody's listening to you. Don't be so silly. And that's where, for me, the tapping comes in to clear out those niggly voices, those doubts, those worries that come up, the self-judgments that come up. And I did do some tapping on that yesterday in that call, and it really helped me let go of the self-judgment that it hadn't worked out exactly how I would like. And it helped me to reframe. It helped me to remember that every time I do that, I'm getting clearer on my message. People are listening again afterwards. They do hear it. They do benefit from it. I'm sharing that from my heart, and to be proud of what I'm doing rather than look at the negatives. And I'd really encourage you to do that in your own life with whatever it is that you feel you didn't do well, you didn't do properly, that was a failure. Whether it be you didn't get a job you wanted, whether it be you asked somebody on a date and they said no, all these different things. Maybe you had a business venture that didn't work out. So my curiosity for you is, can you be a happy loser with that? Can you do some tapping to help reframe it so you can see the benefit of what you did, the learning from what you did? And I'll add one more little piece here that I've really learned from the Access Consciousness teachings over the past year, is not to destroy the magic of something. That when we do something and if we have that thought that it hasn't worked out, we kind of destroy the magic that can be in it, because we don't know, whenever we go out and do something, even if it's not the logical ABC, it should lead to this and that. We don't know what the follow-ons are from that. I see people in Access Consciousness when they're putting on classes and maybe they don't get filled, but they can still see the magic of the connections that they are making, the magic of what is happening from that. even if we don't know, even if one person tells another person and they get in touch, and what gets created from it. So that's also my second little bit of advice is, don't kill the magic of your creations, of what you do and what you put out there, just because it doesn't have the results that you expected or you linearly thought it should have. So that is my message for today. If you resonate with that and you have issues that you feel from past rejections or disappointments about what's happening in your life, I encourage you to try the tapping. I would love to help you with that also. I do tapping coaching with people worldwide by Skype and phone, so please do get in touch if that is of interest to you. Thank you ever so much for watching. You can leave a comment down below of how you deal with situations where you think they haven't gone right, where you've maybe lost or you've felt like a failure. How do you bounce back after failure or rejection? I'd love to hear. So if you would like to see future videos, please subscribe to the channel. And I do have a blog post about this topic as well, and I will link to that below too. Thanks for watching, and bye for now. This is a quick round of EFT tapping for being a happy loser, to go with my last video. I choose to be a happy loser. I choose to be a happy loser. If something doesn't go my way, I choose not to take it personally. I choose not to judge myself about it. I choose not to make it a big deal. I choose to let it go. And I choose to learn from it. I choose to ask, what can I learn from this that will help me in the future? How could this even be useful for me? How could this benefit from me? I choose to take it well. And to remember that it isn't personal. Even if somebody seems to be rejecting me personally, it's actually more about them than it is about me. So I choose to be a happy loser. And a happy winner too.